Big Jorg. Hello, Andreas. Hello again, Jorg. Sorry about dinner the other night. Dad, got a little heated. He's just trying to keep his dignity, I understand. Thanks, Andreas. Dad's always been able to provide for us, but now, well, things are different now. But that's why Otto's making his speeches and Klaus is printing the 12 articles. Change is coming to Tassing, Andreas. Do you really think you can make a difference? Otto seems to think so, and with the town folk on our side, the abbot can't stop us. Just wait. You'll see, Andreas. Until later, Jorg. Yeah. I'm pronouncing it Jorg. Could be George. Who knows? I don't. Somebody does. Ursula? Then the old Peter. Are you ready, boy? Have a mask made? Huh? That's Gaspar saying. For St. John's Eve, you need a mask to help the Wild Hunt scare off the evil spirits. Master Andreas, what's he talking about? You don't know of Birchta? What do they even teach you these days? The Wild Hunt won't bother us, Gaspar. They don't come after faithful Christians. Maybe they'll take that bastard abbot while they're here then. May Birchta addle his mind and give him brain rot for stopping the old traditions. Why not just pray to the saints, though? The saints? What good will the saints do? The abbot has already kept us from appealing to St. Maurice. Or Moritz. Who else can we call upon but Birchta when the church keeps us from God? You want to learn more, boy? Come find me at the bonfire when the time is near. If you wish. Until later, old Peter. Bah. I think we're just getting introduced to the possible options that we have ahead of us, Peter. You know, in regards to later conversations and stuff like that. Oh, there's somebody there. This is Kat. It's Martin. I'm actually not paying attention to the size of their fields, of people's fields. But the game is designed to be for you to read into that, for you to look at the size of people's places and be like, oh, they're working this land. They're all, you know, it's all connected. So we've been there, and this connects to the same place that the widow. That place. Did I go inside? Yeah, I did. Yeah, and there it is. It's all connected, so we're good. I think we're good. No, not the forest. We can see the inn from above, or below, rather. Kind of awesome. The attention to detail. I mean, of course, they would have to have attention to detail, because you know the backgrounds are all custom drawn and all that, but still, it's good. The Abbot House. You can enter through here? Excuse me. I'm trying to understand where I'm supposed to go. It's in the library, not here. Father Journo? God bless you, Andreas. And you can get in through here. Curious. Let's not do that. Let's go. Yeah, because that was always locked before. Let's go through the upper Bailey. And Gui is here. Andreas. Brother Gui, what are you doing out here? Father Journo has asked me to inform the townsfolk that the shrine is closed. You can't close the shrine of St. Moritz. Father Habit has ordered it, Andreas. I must follow his commands. The relic is safe inside the church, and we won't stop the pilgrims from visiting, but it is off limits to townsfolk. What? Why? The abbot has had enough of the peasants and townsfolk rebelling against the abbey. He is their rightful lord. The abbey has been more than generous, but he will not let this 12 articles drivel pass. The abbot refuses to leave the relic at risk of destruction. The hand of St. Moritz is the only thing keeping the abbey open. Risk of destruction. Is that setting the game up for the peasants burning this place down. So this is about money. The pilgrims bring donations, but the townsfolk don't? Don't be a fool, Malor. Without the Abbey, the shrine can't be kept in good condition, and it would be looted. The abbot is trying to protect the relic, nothing more. No one wants to destroy the hand of St. Moritz, Gui. The abbot is a cruel man, and you're no better defending him. I will do my duty as my vows and my lord command me, Andreas. God bless you. Yeah. Yeah, he specifically mentioned the 12 articles or whatever as drivel. So it's quite obvious that his last line is not in line with the rest of his speech, because he is portrayed as completely agreeing with the abbot. Or at least, well, it's not completely agreeing, at least going along with the whole thing. We can't interact with that door now. That is interesting. We have Margarete here. Hello? Who's there? Hello, Sister Margarete. It's Andreas Malor, the artist. Oh, Master Malor. Mother Illuminata said you had returned. Is there someone else with you? Yes, my apprentice, Gaspar. Hello. God bless you, Gaspar. You smell even more of paint than your master. Interesting options here. I wonder what the Remain Silent, where the Remain Silent would lead us, but I'm gonna go with the top one. Sister Margarete is blind. She relies on her other senses, Gaspar. Oh, thank you? You're funny. Anyway, I should go. Mother Illuminata doesn't like it when we're distracted from our duties. Of course. Until later, sister. God bless you, Master Malor, and you too, Gaspar. We're just going around town. Ooh, Mousefinger. We're just going around town, gathering blessings from everybody. And, yeah, just seeing old faces. It is really interesting, the effect. Even though, like, the effect that meeting these people again, even though it's just, the game just said, it has been 9 years, and we're obviously seeing people meeting again after 9 years. But the impact it has on the writing is quite interesting, because it's not just, oh, it's Margaret again. I just saw you a couple of days back. It's, it really comes across as, like, the preoccupation of the dialogue and all that is all about the people reuniting after many years. And that's really effective, I feel. It's really interesting. To the point where I do think there might be more time skips in the game, because the time skip is quite effective. Let's go into the crypt. See how things are down here. No mention of anything, huh? Curious. I'm still wondering if the fact... in the night of the murder, the crypt was open. And I'm wondering if that's going to come up later. Because that is a detail that I will not forget. Rudiger. Andreas. Oh, it's wonderful to see you again. How have things been to you, or for you in Nuremberg? I've actually been in Barcelona recently. I'm not looking forward to going back to Nuremberg. Ah, well, it's good to see you in any case. Forgive me for asking, but how did you find the music in Aragon? Oh, wonderful. Several years ago, I heard a cantor a cantor is a singer, right? Why is it not translated? Oh, no, because it's not. It's actually not. A appointed official in a monastery responsible for leading the chants and the songs of the community. That's why it's not translated. And Zaragoza here, no, it's actually not Zara, it's Zara. It's Zaragoza. Is it Zaragoza or is it Zaragoza? No, that Z is pronounced differently, I think. For reasons that I'm not privy to, because I'm not a Spanish speaker. But anyway, in an Aragonese city with a tumultuous past, Zaragoza has been held under both Christian and Muslim rule. Jewish persecutions are prevalent under its current Christian rule. Yes, so this is at the height of... well, actually, I don't know if it's at the height, but it definitely is during the Spanish Inquisition era. Just absolute genocide being carried out on Jewish people in Spain all throughout Spain, but in particular the southern areas, because they were more developed, they were richer, so they were just they would make it a spectacle of the whole thing. So yeah, several years ago I heard a cantor in Zaragoza with a wonderful voice and interesting compositions. I believe his name was Juan Garcia de Basurto, though he has since moved on to another cathedral. Oh, if he is as talented as you say, I must imagine we will see his music sooner or later. I love our music, but I am interested in what is being created across Christendom. I suppose you came to pay your respects to Brother Piero. I'm so sorry, Andreas. He was a wonderful man and a faithful servant of Christ. He was my friend and teacher. Well, despite the occasion, it is good to see you again. God bless you, Andreas. Yeah, despite the occasion. Oh, and Matthew is here. Old Bailey. And, he's still around. Adoc. Good. Good stuff. I mean, I didn't see his, what's the word? His, tombstone, so yeah, I suppose he would still be around. Sacristy. Matthew. God bless you, Andreas. I forget his voice a little. And I change it every time. I always give him a little bit of a nasally tone. I don't know if nasally is the term for it, but yeah, that's where I default with the glasses that you can't see through. Hey. Because that's, glasses that you can't see through make your voice nasally. That's how it is. That's how it works. Florian. Andreas Mahler, how wonderful to see you. Have you been well? Not lately. I am sorry to hear it. I hope your visit to Chiasau can bring some relief. What brings you back here? I wanted to pay my respects to Brother Piero. Ah, of course. I'm sorry, Andreas. I know it's a small consolation, but he lived a long life with little pain. He died quite suddenly during Lauds. Lauds is the monastic hour at dawn, one of the two major hours. It is used for the morning prayer. He was well loved by everyone here, even those who might pretend otherwise. I'm sure he appreciates the gesture. As for your visit, I cannot speak with the abbot's authority, but you are always welcome company. Quanto è buono il tuo italiano? How good is your Italian, I ask. Non è troppo male. It's not too bad, says Florian. I've been reading I forgot his accent as well. I've been reading every Italian medical text Klaus Drucker can get his hands on. Really? How many is that? Oh, I haven't counted, but many. Leoniceno's texts on the French disease, which might have been helpful for the Baron all those years ago. The Fasciculus Medicinae, that's Latin, actually, in particular, I think. Medicinae? Fasciculus Medicinae, a new printing from Venice. Wonderful woodcuts. Oh, the flower of medicine from Salerno. Did you know they have translated it into Hebrew? Occitan? I've never seen that word. I don't know what that is. Imagine that! Imagine a peasant in the fields of Provence reading the medical wisdom of Salerno. I like the first line here because it's remembering who he is. Imagine a Polish mercenary doing it. I don't need to imagine it. What a wonder these books are. I got carried away. Anyway, it's good to see you, Andreas. Until later. Until then. Why did he change his script midway through? I don't understand what that's meant to convey. Most of these medicines were made by Agnes. Yep. I do not understand if it's like character development. It kind of feels like it might be character development. It's a little bit weird, though, if it is character development. And we have Mirabilis. Hello. Hi. Oh. Oh. Just a single wag of the tail. Is he sad? Mirabilis? Are we supposed to gather anything? I don't remember him being sad before. But I mean, the dogs aren't particularly relevant characters in the story, so I wasn't paying too much attention. But that would be quite something if you were supposed to get clues from just the body language, or I suppose the language of the dogs. That would be quite something. But I don't know. Wouldn't that be amazing, honestly? Wouldn't that be just peak game design? Absolute perfection. Lucas? God bless you, Master Maller. God bless you, Brother Lucas. How have you been? Still working in the kitchen? Yes, I'm still assisting Brother Voislav. I've been making more complex dinners recently for Father Journo. The rest of the brothers eat simpler fare, but the abbot has the privilege of foods from around the world. Oh, tell me about what you've been cooking. Well, Brother Voislav has shown me how to roast quail and baste it with butter to keep it soft. And I help Sister Gertrude when she goes to the forest sometimes. She's been teaching me about herbs. Oh, what are you doing now? Oh, Brother Voislav sent me to collect something for him, but I can't remember what it was. Something from the cellar, perhaps? The cellar? Probably. There's so much in there, though. Maybe if I bring back a few onions, he'll be happy. We always need more onions. Don't we all? Let's go to the cellar then, see if... Hello, that's Mousefinger. Sorry. Hello. He's just playing. A little rat just ran away. Oh, I can feed the cat. Hello. A sausage. A whole sausage. Do you think that if the cat wanted a sausage, he wouldn't just get it from the cat would get the sausage? Bro, you have a cat in the in the cellar, mate. You need to look after that. Voislav. God bless you, Andreas. Welcome back to Kirsau. What brings you back to the Abbey? I am returning to Nuremberg, but wanted to pay my respects to Brother Piero on my way. Oh, of course. His grave is well kept, I assure you. At least the Abbey has done that much. Will you be staying in Tassing long enough for the St. John's Eve festival? It may be simple compared to those in the cities, but everyone in Tassing looks forward to it. Really? Master Andreas, can we? That's really only an extra day or two. Why not? Yes, thank you, Master. I'm sure it's quite quaint compared to what you're used to, but it's one of Tassing's biggest events. Anyway, I'd better get back to work. It's good to see you again, Andreas. God bless you. God bless you, Brother Voislav. Yeah, town festivities are always a hoot. They're quite different from city festivities in the sense that, well, the spirit is it's kind of similar, but it's just fewer people means different priorities in regards to, the things that actually are made or the activities that exist in the celebrations, like the bonfire. We've heard of the bonfire, at least. So, there's that much. Mother Cecilia. The headstone is well made. Her family must have commissioned it. Yeah, wasn't her family, like, really loaded? I think so. Got all the piggies. And we have Volbert. Oh, Master Andreas. It's been so long. 7 years. It's good to see you, Brother Volbert. How are you? I'm well. I'm a monk now. Brother Lucas, too. I still do the same work, but now I have the same robes as the other brothers. Are you happy here, brother? I am. The brothers are my family. I serve the Lord with my labor, and I am thankful to have a place here. That's good to hear. I'll leave you to your work, brother. God bless you, Master Andreas. Yeah, he's the gullible monk that helped us find the murder weapon. At least, I believe it was the murder weapon. Difficult to tell and all that. And, of course, the abattoir is locked. Don't know what abattoir means. Still don't. It's a thing in pathologic, at least. But, of course, it is much more. It's just much more than that. And we have... oh, yeah, I dock. Hello? Who's this? It's Andreas, brother Adoc. Andreas Mahler. Oh. Oh, Andreas, the fine young artist from Nuremberg. Not quite so young anymore, brother. No, you are still young. When you were last here, I thought I was old. I was wrong. Now I feel the true measure of years on these bones. Like the waves of the wide sea on the cliffs of Porthkragen, time has worn me down. But enough of that. How have you been, Andreas? I have I'm successful in body, if not in spirit. I am sorry, Andreas. The dreams of youth often do not survive the march of years. But take heart that the Lord is always here for us in times of sorrow. You seem more at ease now than when I was last here. Do I? It may be so. I may have worked in the scriptorium beyond the limits of my body. It pained my joints and strained my brotherly love for Gui. Oh, bless his art. Unless he's being euphemistic. I don't know. It didn't really come across as sort of the kind of person to sweeten his words. He was very harsh, in fact, in some of the retorts he had for Gui, but yeah. I like that I'm being an asshole to Gui, honestly. That's good, well deserved assholery towards the dude. The scriptorium took my sight and the use of my hands, but when it closed, it also took the pain from my heart. The abbot is content to let me serve the Lord through prayer and contemplation. And so it also contents me. I'm sorry, Andreas, but I must rest now. It is good to hear your voice at Kiersau again. God bless you. God bless you, Brother Adoc. It is interesting. One of his first lines was like, "Oh, my bones are like the sea," and all that. And I thought that was very lyrical and whimsical. And then he's saying that what he's doing these days is just prayer and contemplation. Which, if a person contemplates a lot, they would come up with whimsical shit like that. I should know, considering I talk to myself in front of my microphone and by myself in a room right now a lot. And yeah, I do. If I want to be whimsical, even though I'm not a native speaker and don't read like whimsical text in English, I do come up with some sentences like that every once in a while. I'm not known for that though. At least I don't think so. But I do come across as weird, and this is weird when I speak outside of the context of YouTube. I also come across as weird when I talk, in the context of YouTube. But that's a different matter. You know what I mean, right? Do you know what I mean? Zdena, you're out here. Was she out here? Oh, I can go to the library from here? Greetings, Master Mahler. Hello, Sister Zdena. You're looking like a real artist now. I'm impressed. You must be living like a lord. Not particularly. I've had to travel all over for my patrons. It's been difficult with the revolts. How dreadful. At least you can get mud on your shoes from beyond a single courtyard. As bitter as ever, I see. Hardly. You just have no tact. I'm not like you, Andreas. I've never chose this life. My family couldn't marry me off to anyone of higher rank, so they donated to the Abbey. The amount was substantial enough for the Abbey to take me as a nun. I was forced to take the habit. I loved my life before Kiersau. At least you chose your vocation. I was shoved into mine and forgotten. And here you are, muttering as though you aren't the most successful person in Tassing right now. Is that why you dislike Mother Illuminata so much? Yes, Mother Illuminata comes from a similar family, but she came to Kiersau willingly. She could have had the life I wanted, but instead, she chooses to moralize me for all my transgressions. I've accepted a lot these past years, but I can't ever be as perfect as Illuminata. Still, it's better than it was. I should return to my duties. Thank you for speaking with me, Andreas Mahler. Until later, Sister Zdena. I wonder how old she is. Because if she was like a teenager before... Because, like, she came on really strong on our first impression. And I don't think we talked much besides our conversation through this very door. She came on really strong. And yeah. Oh, by the way, I know why it's open, because they're expecting me. That's why. And that's why she's on this side as well. The scriptorium fell into disrepair quickly after Father Janot closed the library. Oh, he closed the library, not the scriptorium.